Good morning. Good morning on this wonderful Sunday. Is anyone else besides me just excited outside of your skin with the rain? Rain, rain. Fires are going out, and the rain's coming down, and the river's moving outside my house. I'm so excited. It's October 22nd, everyone listening on YouTube or live streaming. If you're not in Roseburg, it's raining, and it's been a very, very long time. Well, if you haven't figured it out, welcome to the Umpqua Unitarian Universalist congregation, and we're glad you're here with us today. We're glad it's raining, and I especially welcome those of you who may be here for the first time or joining us for the first time on live streaming. Thank you so much for coming. We hope that you find our events and services interesting and stimulating. We will be having some adult enrichment services coming, or opportunities coming soon, as well as a few special events. And right now, we're going to tell you about one of those, if Bonnie Anderson will come up. And she's going to tell you about something special she's doing.
Hi, everybody. Next week, I'm speaking, and I'm going to do a service on the Day of the Dead. I think that Laleen even brought that idea up to me. And so I'm going to build an altar here. If you want to come early and add things to the altar and help me, it's bright flowers, and I encourage you, and have your friends bring pictures of family and friends who have left this plane, who have left the planet and passed on. Because what we're going to do is, that's a time in Mexican tradition when the veil between the worlds is very thin. So we're going to call in the spirits of those people who have passed and tell happy stories about them. Tell joyful times that we had. Rather than it be a time of mourning, it's a time of celebration. So we're going to create a beautiful altar right there with flowers and candles and pictures. So if you want to bring a picture of a friend or a family member that's passed to put on the altar, please bring it. And we will have an interactive service where we all tell stories of those that have passed that we have wonderful memories about. And please, if you have friends that have had someone that has passed and they're grieving, please have them come, because I think it'll be a very life-affirming. We'll talk about how life continues, the continuity of life also. So thanks.
And for those of you at home watching, do the same. Build yourself a small altar and pick out those pictures and personal things, and please be ready to join us. I think we'll all find it's going to be a magical experience. Couple of other announcements. We've had, of course, a wonderful first songwriting workshop with Sean Shea, second one coming up. And is that open to newcomers, Sean? It is open to newcomers, so Wednesday at 6:30. In 2 weeks, we will have another open mic, which is the second Wednesday of each month. Third Wednesday of...
The Wednesday after this one is the conclusion of the songwriting workshop.
And open mic is...
After that, the second Wednesday.
Yeah. Open mic is the second Wednesday of next month. So we have 2 more songwriting workshops. Those are the announcements for today. Most appreciation, of course, always goes to our staff, our greeters, and our technician, Jake Tranter, who keeps us going, and Sean Shea for his music. Our presenter today is Michelle Avante. And Michelle's a certified minister. She's an award-winning author and metaphysician, and a certified astrology professional, and a professional artist. If you are unaware, had the pleasure of enjoying that art for the last 2 months. Thank you, Michelle. Every Sunday, we collect food and money for what is called the Fish Pantry. Fish is an organization the Unitarian congregation has supported for a very, very long time. They feed those in need. So your donations of cash or food are always welcome and will be delivered to them promptly. Can I get some help? While we're collecting, know that our support of fish is shared by several other churches in Roseburg, and our contributions are always so important. Thank you. We begin each service with the lighting of our chalice, and some special words today for the lighting of our chalice. It's called Drawn Together. We come together every week, bound not by creed or mutual desire to please one God or many gods. We are drawn together by a belief that how we are in the world is what truly matters. Who we are together matters, and we light this chalice together in the knowledge that love, not fear, can change the world. Some opening words to start our day along the same line. We have a calling in this world. We're called to honor diversity, to respect differences with dignity, to embrace others with kindness and compassion, and to challenge those who would forbid it. We are people of a wide path, and let us be wide not only in affection, but also in action. Our way is a path of peace and love, and let our actions always reflect that choice. We have a hymn now. It'll be available on the screen. India Ari is singing I Am Light.
I sing this song not to you, but for you, because I know this is the truth of who we all are. Take these words in. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light, yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
We have no children. Let us sing anyway. Go now in peace. Can we do that together? Give us a note, Martha. Thank you. It is at this time in our service when we share our joys and concerns and milestones and happiness with each other. So if you have something that you would like to share with others in the congregation, or wish to just simply light a candle without sharing, I ask that you find your way around, and we'll start over here and come across the front. I'll have a microphone and candles, and you're welcome to share. It is at this time that we take the offering for our congregation. We're supported by the voluntary generosity of all who join with us. The offering here is considered a sacrament of the Free Church. And know that we accept your offering with grateful appreciation of our shared hopes and wishes. For the gifts we have received, know we are truly grateful, and we are committed to using these gifts to make a difference in the world and to expand our beloved community. We now have a hymn, "We Shall Be Known," by the Unitarian Thrive Choir, and it will be on the screen. Please stand if you are.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these vibes. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves
That's a wonderful lead-in to Michelle Levante. I already told you a little bit about Michelle earlier. Actually, it was an introduction. So what I encourage you to do now as she's approaching here, take a look around the room if you haven't done so. She's going to be talking to us about an interesting topic, my universe, my power. And her art reflects that, and we have power when we vote.
I am so honored to be here. I do have to switch glasses though, so it will help me see better. Not you, but the paper. Seeing you will be a different story entirely. All right. My universe, my power is what it's about. Life's a long journey. By age 50, a person has experienced over 26 million minutes and made nearly 639 million choices. Over 4.3 million of those in food alone. Every choice we make can be empowering or disempowering. If we have grown up in an average or above average household, the majority of our daily automatic choices are empowering, like choosing to shower, wear clean clothes, brush hair and teeth, be quiet or listen when someone is speaking, respond with honesty and kindness. These are all empowering choices. But how we speak to ourselves as we do these things is also a choice. Here you may find some disempowering banter. Self-talk, as it is called, is a choice, often one we don't realize we're making, and all too often driven by fear, which is always disempowering and can sometimes even be debilitating. Consider for a moment what you said to yourself this morning as you chose the clothes you would wear. What did you say to yourself while you brushed your teeth? What did you choose to think about when you got into your car? All of these choices weave a tapestry of vibrations that surround us. This tapestry is our personal universe. Though it is invisible to the third-dimensional human eye and linear mind, it is a real global field that surrounds our bodies. Every choice we make and every thought we think is woven into it, each carrying their own vibration, their own sound. This combination of these things is the symphony we live inside. It is our unique calling card, which magnetically attracts like vibrations to us. The more joyful, grateful, and loving it is, the more joy, gratitude, and love we attract. We are each unique. As you consider the choices you made this morning, you can easily realize how truly unique you are. Now think for a moment. 24,000 people in Roseburg were also making choices this morning, each of them conducting their personal symphonies, most completely unaware of the music they were sending out into the world. How many realize that it is not only the clothes you wear or your hairstyle, but the incredible, ever-changing, vibrational musical universe that surrounds your physical body, which is the true calling card you're wearing. How powerful is your personal universe? Do you ponder this question? Have you ever spent time seeking your power? People are constantly seeking the ways to make their lives better or more meaningful. There are so many directions one can take in this journey. It can be as complex as traveling to a foreign land to learn from a guru, or as simple as finding it through family or a mate. But no matter what direction a person takes, this journey will always bring them back home, that is, to themselves. As seeking outside is a journey away from your true power, because you are the power. Our personal universe is our construction. How we construct it can be fully empowering, allowing us to manifest all things we desire quickly, or it can be disempowering, attracting everything we complain about or blame others for doing. All the issues that bother us become magnets in our personal universe. Being as complex as we uniquely are, our personal universes have beautiful music and some discordant patches. The more we mend those disempowering, discordant fields, the more easily we manifest joy, and the easier our lives become. As we encounter the chaos of the world in shift, we may be pulled into the chaos by letting our thoughts and words reflect the patterns we see outside our personal space. Each time we do, we weave those vibrations of fear, sadness, loss, anxiety, and hopelessness into our personal space. It's up to us to be aware of what we think and how we respond, rather than react to the outside universe. This space that physically encapsulates the thoughts, words, and energies of the people of our city, state, nation, continent, and planet is an external universe, which we have agreed to be part of. This agreement does not require us to see it all in the emotionally arousing terms permeated through us, around us by the media of every kind. It's up to us to respond, not react. Can you sing a peaceful song while watching images of war? Can you hum a joyful tune and watch a person in a position of power spewing lies? Probably a bit challenging for most of us. Yet, there is a way to view and listen to these disconcerting images and sound bites. It's by recognizing that it's happening outside of your personal universe, in a universe in which you have agreed to participate, a universe that is adjustable through your own power. Our agreements with the external universe, which are many, allow us to participate and thus help us each create harmonious symphonies and beautiful tapestries. The images and information you receive from these external sources help you to know what needs to be done to create more beauty. We do not come here to fear what is being done on the planet. Rather, we come to bring our own power to the game of life in the universes that surround us. Can you do this? Can you view the possibility that freedom might suddenly disappear in our external universe and not be afraid? Or that nuclear war might once more commence? Or that another mass shooting might take place in our hometown? How do we do this? How do we become aware of all the factors of the external universes and still maintain balance and peace in our personal universe? Awareness of who you really are is the key. Remembering that we live in this world but are not of it. The power of who you are is beyond war or gunshot. These things belong to the external universe. It may seem idealistic or confusing to consciously live aware of numerous universes of which we are part, especially since our lives are so physically complex. We all have to juggle some kind of workload to provide for home, food, vehicles, health, etc. In doing so, we have to interface and often work with others. So how can you interface with the huge vibrational shifts flowing in from people and the mass consciousness of this world and still maintain your power? Well, let's see if we can nudge your consciousness into an awareness shift. You are in this world, but not of it. Sound confusing? But actually you truly are, and each of us is. We are just visiting Earth, using these organic vehicles we call human bodies to experience the challenges of shifting consciousness. These organic bodies are extinguishable, but we are not. At home, in our natural soul state, we are one. We do not have to shift at all. We have no questions, no needs, no imbalance or disharmony, and we always have each other. We are constant. But here, we have a more mechanical process to work with, a physical universe, an emotional universe, a mental universe, and a vague awareness of our true selves, soul. All of this within an outer universe that we have created inside a framework of time and space. Here we feel separation, movement, and time, and we shift all day long between our physical, emotional, and mental universes. The key to balance is to recognize the shifts are part of this world structure, while being fully aware that we are wholly connected within to our authentic self, our higher self, soul. It is from soul, our creative love center, that all our power generates. If you view your life's journey like a visit to Disneyland, you knew you will go to some spooky places or some scary rides, have some fast-paced experiences, have to wait in long lines, and also have some gentle moments and sentimental moments, and maybe even have to endure a little sunstroke or food poisoning. But you know you will be going home soon, so you should enjoy yourself while you're here. Even at Disneyland, we have to make choices. Which rides, which foods, when to go here or there, thousands of choices. If you are with others, and I think we all go to amusement parks with family or friends, which is the same way we come to Earth, then you have many compromises in those choices. Every moment your choice can be love-driven or ego-driven. Each choice will be empowering if you are conscious of why you are making it. As soon as you choose because of something or because of someone, you give your power away. The magic is you can always agree and mean it if you are doing it from love, unconditional love, not begrudging love. Reach into your heart center and remember, this is a journey. You came for these experiences. Now wield your power through love and manifest what you desire. Do we really have power? Can we maintain our power in the midst of chaos? As deep and complex as that question may seem, let me share a true story that my Arabian friend Waris told me over 50 years ago. Waris grew up in a nomadic family in Arabia. Every night, he and his father pitched a tent to protect the family. But before they pitched the tent, his father took a stick from his bag and began drawing a circle in the sand. Waris followed him as his father spoke words of blessing and protection for the space. Once complete, the circle set a protective globe of energy so they might sleep soundly each night. Waris told me that every morning he would wake up eager to look outside of the tent. There, outside the circle, would be snakes and other kinds of creatures. None ever crossed the line in the sand. Some might call this magic or miraculous. Well, when viewed from the linear mind, it can only be magic or a trick. But when you understand that you manifest everything in your universe, that each thought and word creates a magnetic globe that surrounds you, then you will realize just how much magic you have, or rather, you are. It's time to wake up to your power. You have the power to create and the power to destroy anything and everything in your own universe. You are also contributing to the empowerment or destruction in the many other universes of which you are part. Each of the 35,000 choices you make every day throws a globe of light or a ring of darkness into the tapestry of the myriad universes around you. If you take the time to participate in your choices, making more of them consciously, you will find balance and peace in knowing all is well in the acts of creation for the world at this moment in time. Nothing is as it appears. The circle in the sand looks like nothing to an onlooker. What could it possibly do to protect those people? It's nothing. It is not what it appears, because the power is not what you see. It is what is in the tapestry of light that emanates from the person, the nation, the world. So begin with your own power. Adjust your frequency to love, knowing, to light flowing. See the world in its chaos, but recognize that this chaos is part of the shift to a better world with more balance, more peace, more harmony. Take action as you can within your physical abilities. But know, the action you take by adding your thoughts and emotions to the tapestry of each universe has greater power than anything physically you may do, because you are constantly contributing through thoughts and emotions to each universe. So before I close, I have a gift to give each of you. It's not a physical gift, but one that you can hold and use anytime you need it. So please relax, take a deep breath, get comfortable in your chair, and allow yourself to fully come to a state of relaxation. Close your outer eyes and allow your inner sight to open. Take another deep breath. Let your body rest. As you now see the bright, beautiful energy field that surrounds you. It sparkles and swirls in beautiful colors, gently moving, humming in a field of love. Feel it. Hear the hum, a sweet sound that may be violins or bees or flutes, or just the hum of something you remember from long ago. Inhale the scent of fresh air after the rain. Feel the sensation of wonder and joy as you indulge in the memory of some delightful surprise from your past. As you experience the sounds, scents, and feelings of a gentle, loving, joyful experience, begin to open to what now appears in front of you. Light and color swirling now begins to clear, and you see a dial. For some, it will be a big dial, like one on a washing machine. Or for others, a small dial, like one you might see on an old radio. The dial has numbers around it. You want to turn it. Reach out and turn it up. This is your personal power dial. You can turn it up to full power anytime you like. You can keep it on full power, and some might notice that when you turn it up, it gets bigger and brighter. It may even shine like gold or sing a lovely melody for you. Allow yourself to know this dial. It is a connector for all your universes. It turns up power across all of them, and you can feel the strength expand throughout your body. Embrace this moment. Imprint it into your memory. And know that now you have consciously become aware of your power dial. You know it. You can control it. You can turn it up anytime you need it, no matter where you are or who is speaking with you. You have the power to be without fear, to speak your truth, and to love completely. Feel the surge of knowing that fills your entire being. Feel it expand out of your fingertips and toes, even through the top of your head. Your power is love. When you turn it up, love is the vibration that emerges. The higher the power, the more unconditional and compassionate is the love your personal universe emits. Emit it, embrace it, enjoy it. Indulge and imprint this moment. Take it in, take your time. Then, as you are ready, return to full physical consciousness. I truly hope you will remember this gift, as it is your own personal power dial. You can change it as you grow with it, make it as large and shiny as you like, but do remember it, as this can help you keep your balance, diminish your fears, and assert your voice as you make choices each day and witness the shifts in all our external universes. I pray this will help you find peace, joy, and love within your universe and expand it outward each moment on your journey. Thank you for letting me share this with you. Now, I'd like to welcome any responses, any questions, any comments that you may have. I will put on glasses that I can maybe see you with.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for reminding us of our power. Every morning I affirm my power, but now, since I've heard your wonderful inspirational talk, I'm going to see a dial there. That will be great. I just wanted to also share one other thing, and I don't have the details with me, but it was in an Eastern Europe country that was at war. And, you know, there was bullets going all over and everything. And a musician took a chair out in the middle of the street where all this was happening, sat down and played this beautiful music and was not harmed. Power.
I remember that. That was in Ukraine.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I really loved that. And I love the dial. I'm going to use that dial. I love the dial. And think if we all upped our dial, from the negative to the positive, just we have all that power and beauty going out into the universe. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I love the thought of a dial. It's just easy, We use them all the time, right?
Ditto, ditto, ditto.
Thank you, Michelle. This is the best service you've ever given us. And wonderful.
I am honored.
All right.
I'm confronted often with colleagues and friends and people and patients I work with, and anxiety is through the roof. And I think there's a lot of forgetting that while we have no control over the many things externally, we have that power within us. And that, that anxiety becomes Maya, like a veil of illusion obscuring that the fact we have power within us. And thank you for reminding all of us that it's there all the time, even when we don't recognize it.
Yeah.
That seems such an important point because anxiety really shuts down power.
Yeah, what happens with each of us if we haven't kept that focus that we are centered and full? Our minds can get distracted by the words of other people, the actions, the body language of other people, and that can confuse us searching for a way to work with it. And what I have learned is to rely on spiritual part of myself to respond rather than the physical part of myself to respond. And you can use a simple technique for that, and not because most of us are afraid of our own power. You can put that power in the hands of an angel or spiritual master that you love and say, please, Michael, answer this for me. Help me to find a way to respond. Show me something that will help me. And you'd be amazed at what happens. Just totally trust that higher part of yourself. And that's a learning thing. We have to learn that. Learn to trust that higher part. Every time you do, it gets stronger. It's like a muscle. Every time you do, it gets stronger. Just practice it. I've been put on the... I was on the radio once, and I was telling Lillian and JC when we were coming back from the ballet the other night, I was telling them this story. I was on the radio giving a talk. This is a long time ago. It was back in the 80s. And a person, I used to tell the producer you don't need to screen any calls. I just talk to whoever comes. It doesn't matter. And I was in Baptist country in the South. I was in North Carolina. And a man came on the line and he said, well, the one thing I want to know from you is, have you sacrificed your blood on the altar of Jesus Christ? And as soon as he said it, I thought, I have no idea what to answer that. And so I immediately said, Michael, the archangel, please, because I take him with me everywhere. I said, you're going to have to answer this. And he used my body, and he spoke something to this man. To this day, I don't know what my mouth said. It was like I was gone, and he was there. And then the next thing I heard was this man said, thank you very much. So when I die, this is like on my long list of questions I want answered. What did I say? So you can learn to trust, and no one is going to leave you out. The trust, just do it. You know, I'd be dead if I didn't trust. I got many stories. Yes, Martha?
Thank you, Michelle. In this day and age where there's so much negativity that just comes from you can't ignore it, but you have to keep yourself in this bubble of positivity.
Yeah.
And this is certainly, the dial image really is a help. But it is difficult, and I find myself just having to contain and just repeat in my head, love. I'm coming from love, but it's really hard sometimes.
Well,
With the absurdities that come out of some.
no question. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. The key is to remember that you are part of a bigger picture than what you're looking at. If we focus in this one area, we go, oh my God, there's so much corruption and so many awful things. Instead, you have to see this is a bigger construct. And we are shifting and moving to a better world. And if you doubt that, step back a minute and look. Where were women 2,000 years ago? Where were women 100 years ago? Where was love 100 years ago? For children, for animals. We've come a long way. We have a long, long journey forward. But anytime you think, oh, it's going down the tube, you need to step back and see it from soul's point of view. It sees the whole timeline across time and space to the very end of this universe. It sees all of it. So step back and do that, because then you'll say, oh, this is a part, and it's an ugly part, but we have to look at the ugly parts to get to the pretty parts. You know, you can't, if you've created an abscess, someone has to open that. And it is painful and ugly to look at, but then it gets all cleaned up, and a few weeks later it looks nice. So you have to go there.
Somewhere I read something where when you get old enough, you realize your soul is just picking up the shit you've left around.
Betsy wants you to repeat that, I think. Was it Betsy?
That your soul, when you get old enough, like I am, the soul, when you notice it, it's just working daily to pick up the stuff you've left around, things you haven't done, what you're talking about.
Cleanup process.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have a hymn now, and it is Nina Cried Power from the All Saints Unitarian Congregation. to see this place filled and rocked like that. Put it out there. Truth, love, power. Thank you, Michelle. We have some closing words. They are, the spiritual freedom we seek cannot be found by grasping at, retreating to, or protecting our perceived safe spaces. Our freedom lies in remaining open continuously to life's changes, to the divine light within us, and the light in others. This is our choice, our path, and our responsibility. Peter Santos. And in extinguishing the chalice, can we leave with this thought? Between the dawn and dark dusk of our living, let us be brave and loving. In our passage through the light, let us sustain and forward the human venture. And each day, let us remember our UU principles in service, in thought, in action, and in deed. And now, go lift it up. Blessed be, and join us for coffee or tea or what?